I was just asking. I've been seeing this meme on social media. What's your favorite VPN?
Motherfucker, you know what I hate about social media is?
No, I was curious. Like,
turn the bass down because it is almost midnight. 1 second.
It's not. It's. You can't. You can't. You can't go by stuff like that because motherfuckers who start saying shit like that, they don't even know.
The process and all
Not
that.
process. They don't even really know what the hell they're talking about. They watch the reality show with one person sitting there talking about rapping and have no idea what it really is or means to be doing, you know, half the shit that they see somebody else doing. So they have a misconception of what this process really is. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have so much half-ass rappers out there, so half-ass bullshit, because people are telling somebody, well, listen, just because you have the desire to do something, you should be able to go out there and do it. Just because you have a desire to do something, don't always mean that you're good at doing it.
Right.
No matter how much you practice, no matter how much you run, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't really matter. You don't have the you don't have the talent, you don't have the talent. And in this day and age, everything's so damn PC that people don't even really understand that sometimes you need to tell somebody, hey man, this really ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't for you. Like, and be honest. People think being PC means not being honest. If you meet somebody and they're doing something and they need to polish up on, okay, cool. But after a while, enough times of not getting it right, there's a difference between dedication and determination and just being wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between, like, there are artists out there who really deserve to be able to make their music. You know what I mean? There was a thing called minstrels in this world for a long time before they were actually, you know, music the way it is. And they were musicians. They were muses. They made music. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole shit ton of them. And there was levels. There were good ones. There were bad ones. If you were bad at it, you were always hungry and starving. If you were good at it and stuck to the grind long enough, you would be paid. You would be able to feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to be honest about shit with somebody. Like, hey man, like, I prefer people to be honest with me all the time. But I know one thing about my craft when it comes to the music side, as an artist side. People play my music all the time who don't even know me and will be like, oh man, you know, they say the same thing. I like the vibe. I can just put this in and ride. And individuals realize, to me, that's the most important part. That's the era I come from. Just putting music in and just being able to vibe to it. To the fact that it's the soundtrack to your life. As long as I'm doing that, I'm making good music. Now, would I like the finances to match the talent? Yes. Does it come? Yeah. When you put in work, it comes a different place to different people. You know what I'm saying? But if I wasn't good at it, like if I truly was not good at it, then I would expect people who know me to be like, yo, man, all this time and effort and work you're putting into this, you have other talents, go do that. Hone this craft a little bit more and come back. And they don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't do that. I think you have a lot of potential with the disadvantages that you have to overcome, the obstacles that you have to overcome. Every artist has an obstacle they got to overcome.
Right.
But your determination in that run of trying to overcome those obstacles is what's going to make you a better artist. It's kind of like I told you earlier today. So you might get to the point where you're like, you know what, I like making music, but as far as me really shining with my gift, it might not be music, and I'm going to do something else. But as long as you're putting forth that effort and striving, you know what I'm saying? It's different when you get to a point where there's people who are just garbage, and you tell them they're garbage, and 3 months later, they're still garbage. And 3 years later, they're still garbage. They ain't changed nothing about their way of doing shit. There's no versatility to them as an artist. They can't get on any track and hold their own. You know what I'm saying? They can't get on any composition and hold their own because they're not musically inclined. But because somebody couldn't bring themselves to tell them the truth, now you're labeled as a hater.
Right. How do I get Google Chrome on here?
It's already on there.
Where do I find it?
Freewave Radio, Free Zone Studio. The views just expressed were expressly the views of Antonio Ali. Please do not hold anybody else accountable for what he said, thinks, or expresses. But as always on Freewave Radio, if you don't like it, you know what you can do. Again, if you just jumped in on this, DJ Foreign is over there doing a little bit of production. We got Smoke, we got Smurf G the boss. We have the studio Phantom over in the corner. Might even get an interview out of Memphis P at some point in time. But it's Sunday night, and we're just vibing, doing what we do, moving how we groove. Shout out Busby. Shout out 2K. Shout out Poochie. Shout out Tech. I was in the studio with them and Stu yesterday. Them Bama boys, and they getting it in. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming. But yeah, just keep vibing. A fuego. A fuego. So what do you guys think is the biggest outrage in the media right now?
Fucking Area 51 bullshit. This Area 51, apparently they got 100,000. No, it's in the millions. It's in the millions.
I will take a stance and say that that's bullshit. All these motherfuckers talking about they about to raise some shit. Ain't nobody raising shit. That's why you can't stick your neck out for motherfuckers no more. Because there's going to be like 1,000, 2,000, maybe even 3,000 committed Americans who are going to show up for this thinking it's going to be 100,000, 200,000 motherfuckers there. And all the rest of these punk ass motherfuckers is going to stay at home. So just think about that before y'all start going out and doing crazy shit. Big Brother is watching and listening.
Let's see what else is big in the news. Apparently Trump showed his women's mouth again by telling the 4 female senators
Hey, yo, listen, if y'all didn't know right now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to give a free plug, a free shout out, a free promotional. If you are going to be in Nashville on September 29th, the God, Rakim, is going to be in town at the Exit Inn. Make sure you find yourself there if you want to see a hip-hop treat. I would plug this other group, but they left me high and dry, so we're not going to go there. But again, if you're going to be in the Nashville area on September 29th, Rakim will be at the Exit Inn.
Okay,
It's a Sunday.
ooh, means my birthday's on Saturday.
I'm getting a babysitter now because normally I got my son Sunday nights. But to go see Rakim, I might have to see if I can switch off nights.
Yeah.
Oh, President Trump, yeah, one slight problem, or I'll say 3 slight problems. One's from New York, 3 of them are from the United States.
Hey, you know how Trump is. I want to hear nobody's shit. I told y'all motherfuckers that fucking Cheeto face weirdo was going to get elected. And then nobody listened. Everybody wanted to run around. No. I knew it was responsible. Maybe that's why. This way would it went that way and it would have went there. Came back around.
Hey.
Let me see how he does the structure of it. That's the whole thing with Kev. I have to wait to see how he structures everything.
$20.
Ticket? Yeah. That's how he structures everything. Freeway Radio Free Zone Studio, Mr. Antonio Ali, German Engineering, 74 Productions. I sign myself, FSTR Radio, Red Eye TV, OHM. I mean, I still got love for the same people, still doing the same thing. Appreciate y'all listening to the quick little rant on Bars to Waste. It is Sunday night, July 14th, and we're just cooling, taking our time.